Hey everyone, welcome to ZeldaSpeedRuns. This race is for the Eastern Palace Division, and it's Darkened Sky versus Reynox with checks on comms. So good luck and have fun.
Thank you, Popsicle Sticks. I am Chex, and we have Darkened Sky versus Reynox. So it should be a good race. We will just wait for the countdown and get started. Let's see where we are with their qualifier times. We have Reynox. Reynox on the right. So we have an hour, 30 minutes, and 10 seconds for Reynox. And Sky with 1 hour, 28 minutes, and 36 seconds. Fairly close. All right. So our runners are off. It's time to do escape, and here they go. So, differences so far. We can see that Reynox is playing on SNES 9X. We can see the input display on the bottom of the screen. Sky, don't recall what hardware he uses. It might be a console. It might be Super NT. I'm not sure. Thank you, Geo. So, in escape, we'll be looking for a clean door entry, avoiding enemies. Reynox gets bopped by a guard, so Sky gets to the doorway first. So we have first hallway. Good RNG for Reynox. Guy just dodges left a bit. Good up slash and spin for both runners in map guard room. What are the PBs for the runners? I'm sorry, I don't have those on hand. But I will say that Sky submitted a 128 qualifier and Reynox a 130. All right. So we have spun the boomerang guard. Well done for both. All right, 8 slash strat for Sky, and 1 pot for Reynox. Reynox took a bit of damage there. That's too bad. But he survives, which is good. So, half a heart is a bit surprising. The map check by accident, that will cost a few seconds. It's a bit scary for Reynox, but I believe he'll at least get to the next heart pot, no problem. We just need to make sure we don't get hit by the blue guard. The map guard. Yeah, the map guard chased Reynox, but it was fine. He was far away. And we'll probably see Reynox pick up the heart pot in first sewers room. We'll see. If we did not pick up the heart pot, then we would be going into the snake hallway at half heart, which could lead to doom. We'll see. Yeah, he gets the heart pot. That's good. Yeah, we have a wall of snakes, but it's fine. Reynox just uses the boomerang to get through the middle. Sky in chat reports 128.07 PB. Nice, thank you. And here we have the 2 water-filled rooms in Escape. If you pick any 2 rooms to pump, you would want to pick these 2 rooms, because it really helps while walking through water. Oh! Reynox stops to deal with rats. Sky makes it to the lever. Let's see what the rats want to do. They want to run away. Okay, a 556 escape for Sky at Sanctuary entry, and 604, 603 on the splits for Reynox. Oh, 130.09 is a very interesting PB, since that means that Reynox's submission is 1 second short of PB. I suppose it's possible they're the same run, but I'm not sure. All right, Eastern Overworld. We're approaching the just hold down screen. Yo, I agree with the juke to the left that Sky did. Reynox is going... Okay, he went a little out of the way, but that was good. No trouble at all. Kai deals with an Octorok with a double slash, but that's no problem. Just an extra 13 frames. And Sky enters Eastern with 140 on the segment timer. Decent. And as we go into Eastern Palace, we are avoiding cannonballs. We'll continue pumping and going for clean door entries. There's 2 tricks that we need to do. Here's the first trick, Stealtho Spawn. And Sky gets the small decanter and boomerangs it. That's nice. Reynox gets the decanter in the same position, but he doesn't go for the boomerang throw. Totally an optional strat, since it saves merely 3 frames optimally. And we have Sky boomeranging Popos, so it kind of depends on the runner's preferences, but sometimes they will farm rupees. Okay, Reynox is farming, by the way. We saw him slashing the enemies in the area, and he does get rewarded with a red. So it does make sense to slash enemies out of the way when you are on the red for sure. He does use the boomerang to get the red in the end. That's fine. This guy approaching the bow. And we can tell how fast this room goes by looking at that Stalfos on the right side, and we saw its head get detached. It didn't cross over the barrier. Nice room for Reynox. It just barely detached. We have some cannonballs in the way for Sky, but it's no problem at all. Nice and past ZGR. Sky approaching stealth Armus Knights. Goes for the 5 right strat. Same for Reynox, 5 right. He also starts with a slash to position Link a little higher. Nice fight. Well done for both. And sword up at 11 flat for Sky. Very good. Okay, nice low talk to Sahas for Sky. So a low talk is good here because then we are talking to Sahas quicker and then we're leaving sooner. I'm slightly surprised that Sky stopped before dashing. I'm not sure what happened there, but not to worry. Walking and dashing are approximately the same. Second try spin speed for Reynox as we use our boots right away. Sky does a bit of a tricky maneuver to dash down at the bushes and accidentally picks up a bush. Approaching the library, Sky does not go for unholy spin speed and just dashes. Reynox dashes a bit high above the bush. We can just dash through that bush. That's okay. And then Sky's a little tentative going for a sword slash. I would recommend simply diagonaling to that ladder and then getting spin speed. So we saw Reynox miss the spin speed and he correctly dashes it out because we don't want to retry spin speed there. It doesn't really save if we can just continue walking and then dashing. And we avoid a water dash, and Reynox uses a book menu to do that. It's one of our first opportunities to use a menu to watch our movement. Oh, Reynox gets caught by an archer. That is troublesome. He loses a little bit of time there. We also have a gold split on Reynox's timer, so that Eastern was his best. That's a great way. That's a great way to start a race. A spin strat on the Devil Ant for Sky. as we go into desert. Let's see what Reynox does. Also a spin strat. I'm slightly surprised that both runners walk up after the spin. Maybe that's correct. I don't even know if I've timed that correctly before. Because after I spin, I usually dash up. When in doubt, time it yourself. That's the rule. No problems in cannonballs. For the runners, Sky is now approaching the big chest. It does not go for a rupee, which makes sense. If we're at low rupees, we can pick up a blue. The runners might be in the market for skipping a red. I'm not totally sure what the count is that they want to do that. Reynox can certainly do that at 36, I believe. I think he only needs 2 blues for that to happen. 2 blues and then 3 reds. Okay. Off we go. Into the back of desert. Nice Popo RNG for Sky, although he misses a couple of slashes. And Sky uses the under the torch dash. Bad RNG for Reynox. He has to chase a bottom Popo to the bottom corner after coming from above. All right, landmo fight. Let's see how many cycles our runners get. Let's see what kind of patterns they run into. Okay. All right. Sky already has 1 down on the second cycle. Okay. He was hoping to close out a 4, but missed, unfortunately. And misses on the 5th, too. Looks like, if I count it correctly, it's a 6. Sky cannot be happy about that, but it's fine. I didn't count cycles for Reynox, but it seemed like steady progress. And he's just a little bit behind. And off to Hera. We are going to do fake flippers. Sky, okay. What? We are not lined up. Sky didn't move to the bottom wall before starting the fake flipper, which meant he had to make it up. Both runners got pickles in the way. Good. Both runners are safe. So I didn't see Reynox's menu, but he menus to Boomerang, which is a nice modern strat to help get things out of your way. You want to use it on that pickle and then dash through it. The main place I use the Boomerang. But a Boomerang is a very good defensive item in South Shore and Death Mountain. Bow can be used as well. So it's not like Boomerang is the best strat ever. It's just an option. Okay. Yeah, it looked like Sky had to cancel his dash, and I agree with it. It's possible he could have dashed through the rock at the bottom, but hard to say. Annoying boulder for Reynox. He just does not want to redo the spin speed. He's just gonna continue on. I wasn't sure if he got it. If he did, he could have touched the stairs again. And we're seeing our runners get quick warps, saving 34 frames on each world transition. Some are easier to do than others. The Death Mountain one is easy-ish because you just need to walk into it from the right side. And that applies on this screen where you come out of a cave. Okay, going to Hera. Darkened Sky is going to use the strat where he poke dashes to clear the tiles. Reynox is doing the same. If you're doing the poke dashes, the standing next to the far right pot is the way to go. I haven't seen anyone do anything different, which is kind of interesting. Like, people have all kinds of different ways to do the room, but if poke dashing, it seems to always be in the same position. It's a good ready position. Okay. All right, Sky now climbing has 2.5 hearts. Not ideal, but we'll see how it goes. Sky takes the opportunity to hit the switch. Reynox missed the bomb, but went back to get it. That's good. Yeah, Sky got an aggressive pair of Moldorms in Petting Zoo. Good spin setup. And gets the bomb jump. And here comes the bomb jump for Reynox. He also goes for the spin setup. Sky is playing it safe, getting 2 extra hearts. Reynox did a rail clip to get past the fire. There's a little bit of extra lag in that room when he did that. That just happens, I guess. Maybe it had to do with the sparkles from the sword, I'm not sure. Wow. Okay. Moldorm is looking pretty fierce. The last cycle got a bit out of control, but Sky took him down. Okay, here we go. Reynox takes Moldorm down. Very hot on Sky's tail. Oh my gosh, I cannot believe that spin didn't work. So Sky waits it out and just goes. Oh, well, if it was a spin speed spin, then the hitbox is different. I didn't really look. Yeah, of course. Okay, off to Master Sword. And 27 rupees for Sky. Let's see what his strats are. He'll pick up everything. That is interesting. So Sky had the had an option of rupees here. Either 4 rupees and 3 reds, or 3 rupees and 4 reds, I believe. So I wouldn't have done that because it takes a while to get that far right blue. But we'll see. Coin asking, how we doing? Both runners have good runs. And on the splits, we have Sky in the green right after Hera. And Reynox red, but only plus 4 seconds on PB. Both runners getting to the Master Sword in less than 25 minutes. You love to see it. Okay, Sky missed the bird on the bird dash. We'll need to... Wait, why don't we kill this thing? There we go. Sky dashed away from the hoarder, unfortunately, but then dashed back up. Oh! Yeah, he's getting extra rupees. So I thought we would see Sky pull the tree from the left in order to skip the middle right rupee, but instead Sky picked up all rupees. Reynox also picked up all the rupees. I didn't notice it. Oh, yes. Yeah, I didn't. I knew this. That Reynox had the ability to skip a red rupee. It is definitely possible that the runners always get 4 to be safe. Oh. Okay, so Sky got hit. I didn't see where. And is using the dinner bell strat. So will he dash up? Yes. A nice slash up and dash up. Preserving the fairy prize packs. Reynox, yeah, has beams. Nice and easy. 2 slashes and a dash. Dark Maze. Okay. Well done. Oh no, Reynox got attacked by the spear guards in the dark. I think he was maybe attacked because he didn't hold up after exiting the door. Going diagonal too quickly, perhaps. Good 4-arrow strat for Sky. And spear throwers. Good circle of pots. We love to see runners not lose time there. Okay, so... Oh, okay. Reynox had difficult RNG, but was able to stun the top guard. The only issue is his pot throw missed, so he lost a bit of time. Sky is ready for 15 blue balls, the maximum possible. Well, we will see. Guys, beginning the Aghanim fight. 1 blue ball so far. We see Sky knocking Aga toward the middle to help reduce warp time. There's 1 for Reynox. 2 for Reynox. I think Sky is still on 1, unless I missed 1 before. 2 and 3. We'll see if I'm right, by the way. 3 and 3. 4 and 3. So Sky got 3 in a row, which always feels bad. I didn't know you could throw the boomerang out of bounds on the right side. Today I learned. 4 and 4. Yeah, it was 4, so I was right about that. And the fight is over. For Sky. 4 for Sky. Reynox is at least 4. I counted 4, but I could be wrong. 5. This is always rough, getting more blue balls when you're behind. Some runners don't know they're behind, though, if they're not watching. And there we go. So we have 5 total for Reynox. Not too bad. Certainly a possibility that, you know, there will be differences in segments between the runners. Elsewhere, 6 seconds is not a big deal. Oh, and Sky is able to save time on PB, which has 5 blue balls. So yeah, interesting for Sky to run against a PB that has 5 blue balls and an opponent who had 5 blue balls. So this gives us a bit of a Christmas tree theme for Sky splits so far. Red to green and red to green. I was slightly surprised by Reynox's dash upwards at the Ropa. Don't know if that's faster, but it looked cool. Oh my gosh, that quick hop was kind of mind-blowing. Sky did a right turn quick hop. That was so fast. Never seen anything like it. I expected a slow hop there to bait the fireball, but I was wrong. Okay, so here's an issue. Oh my gosh, Sky almost missed the bomb and had to turn about to pick it up, but he was still able to walk past it after the throw. Very nice. Okay, Reynox walking out the bomb throw, using the, basically it's, I'm not sure if he mains it, but it's more common to walk before throwing the bomb, before placing and throwing the bomb. Whoop, this guy is a little wobbly on Hammer Bridge. Let's see if he's got the return. It looks like he's good. Yeah, there we go. Well done, hammer jump. I didn't count the menu buffers, but it was nice and fast. And we saw Reynox go for a key dash by turning right. I'm not totally sure why he did that. We can just hold down left and hold left to make sure Link is facing left, or make sure that he's facing side to side. Well, that was fast. Well done, hammer jump for Reynox. Uh-oh. Sky... Nope, we got it. We don't have to keep pushing, I don't think. But Sky makes sure and keeps pushing to make sure the statue gets the correct horizontal position. And I never talk about this room, but I like the beam hit that Sky did. A lot of the time you can simply slash and then dash, but I'm not totally sure if you need to wait out the spike. Sky walked up and then walked back down, which certainly does allow enough time to go by. I'm not totally sure about that room. A bit of a turtle party for Sky, but it's fine. He cleans it up. Runners with beams. This is good. It allows them to hit the switch very quickly. Beautiful turtles for Reynox. Alright, good start for Sky. He does take a hit and needs to wait for Helma. But Helma's down for Sky. Reynox now entering the fight. Get a fireball to start for Reynox. Okay. Reynox is able to despawn the fireball in the second phase. But he has to be really careful now. Oh my gosh, that is very scary. But we are fine. Helma's down. So, not ideal. But we're still alive, which is what counts. We never doubted good. So I do agree with the sword slashes at the end to play it a little safer. As long as you're used to slashing, it works. If you're like always using hammer hits and you go for sword slashes after not really like using sword slashes in a while, after a while, you know, it might be a little sketchy, but I'm for sword slashes if you have to. Just of course remember that you have to tap A to be able to use your sword again. So, well done to Reynox for keeping it going. Oh, and he has a gold pod. So yeah, overall, that was a great segment. Despite being scary at the end. And now we have a long overworld before Thieves Town. Darkened Sky with a very long distance talk to Stumpy. That's great. That is good, because we want to extend that dash. Let's watch Reynox's talk. Okay, so Reynox stops a bit short. But he plays it safe. You know, he doesn't want to bonk into the stump. All right, important spin speed for Sky. There we go. Past Usain Bolt. One dig for both runners. You love to see it. Okay, we saw a little dash dust for Reynox. So he didn't get in speed right away. Gets it eventually. 3 Musketeers for Sky. Look at that. So I was slightly scared because it looked like Sky had the guard very close before dashing. But it was fine. I don't know if it was slow aggro or if I was just over concerned. Always a possibility. Okay, so we saw Reynox dash up at the guard in Kakariko slightly far to the left. And when that happens, you can still get around the guard by just dashing to the left early. Reynox slashed instead. All right, Sky's now into Thieves Town. This is a weird dungeon. It takes so long to get through it because there's so many screens. There's a lot of RNG that can slow you down. It's like a lot of minor RNG, except for one specific room. So here's one RNG. Sky goes low on the Gibo conveyors. He doesn't get the God Pixel, but avoids damage quite cleanly. So that was good. Darkened Sky delaying before dashing out. Okay. Oh boy. Yeah. An annoying room for Reynox. Unfortunately, he doesn't get the God Pixel and the Gibo's approach, blocking him immediately. Sky now going to the prison. The basement, that is. Reynox also does the slash. Oh, Sky's going for dashes, but doesn't quite cancel. Dashes don't save very much over walking, and they are harder to do. However, they do slash it. The dashes do dash enemies out of the way. Okay. Annoying RNG for Reynox. Oh, Reynox goes for the bomb. Not bad, although he doesn't really need it. But you know, at a certain way of playing the game is to just get every bomb. It's not a big deal at all. Then you'll always have them. Okay, blind fight for Sky. Solid fight. Blind ends halfway into the light on the left side. And a blind fight for Reynox. I do want to say the Stalfos dropped arrows and Reynox skipped them, but he would have had to turn around. And that's not really a screen that we usually look for arrows on. And solid fight. Finishing on left side. And Sky is out, so now it's time for Skull Overworld. And Brewery. For the money. Let's pick up the frog. Do we go for a frog talk? We go for it, but we don't get it. We pick up the bush. Not even close. That's okay. That's okay. And good segment for Reynox, by the way. I'm watching his splits. His splits tell the story. We have light red for saving time. And we're seeing all of the colors. We've seen all of the colors except for dark green, I believe. Oh, we have a gold thieves down for Sky. I didn't even see it. But yeah, it was solid throughout. Well done. Nice fence dash for Sky. Oh, we're grabbing. Sky was just slightly too far to the left to open the chest. Sky dashing left above C-shaped house. I don't think that's a dash. I could be wrong. Oh, no fence dash for Reynox, unfortunately. All right, Sky gets a little bit of a nudge while pulling the statue, but it was a good room otherwise. Like, Sky didn't have to fuss with the statue. The mummies stayed out of the way. It's quite good. The second room was annoying. I don't really remember why, but it was annoying. Oh, Sky dropped the sword somehow. Maybe he missed input or something. So he fell. He loses a bomb, unfortunately. Very nice push and pull for Reynox. No nudging on the pull. Great to see. And so Sky is at 3 hearts, so it's starting to become scary, but I'm sure he'll be fine. Walking to the door, always a good walk. I do commend walking there. Dashing is not correct. Oh no! I didn't see what happened to Reynox, but he was blasted downwards. Okay, so Sky is just gonna play it safe. He's not messing around. He's even getting a heart drop from the Baris. That's really good. I'm sure having 6 hearts feels a lot better than having 3. Yeah, we see Reynox dashing down. I think it's not quite as fast. Or if it is fast, you have to do it exactly right. But most runners will walk diagonal to the door. Okay. Sky gets a very kind moth. It just keeps coming back down. The only problem was Sky was hitting it into the spikes a bunch. So, after some bomb jump chaos, Sky, he took his time, farmed up, and didn't lose too much time in the end. Okay, nice fight for Reynox. So, very good segment. Well, there was a bomb jump issue on his side as well. I didn't see why, unfortunately, but I feel like Reynox is keeping it close. So let's look at the segment timer. 4:45 for Sky. Reynox, I think, saves time here. I'm not sure what it will be for him. Oh yeah. Malmo makes, makes the most sensible conclusion, which is the bomb was probably too high, because we did see Reynox get knocked downwards. Oh, I didn't see the timer. No, I missed it. Wait. Nope, I still missed it. That's okay. Oh, it's on the screen. 5:34. So yeah. That was an 11-second faster. Uh-oh. Reynox notices that he's not flush with Link's house while dashing upwards, so he knows to correct Link's movement just to make sure Link jumps off straight. The only problem was that the correction took a while, so I think just having Link jump diagonally at that point would be no problem. I'm not totally sure about that. But yeah, it just goes to show how hidden a lot of the movement is in this game. It's just Link's aligned with certain objects that, it just happens with experience. And it's impossible to talk about every movement in a race. There's like so many things the runners are doing right, and I can't possibly describe them all because it's so much easier to see what goes wrong. Yeah, so both runners are on the same screen for a while because it takes a minute to get through here. 5:52:34 or so, leaving Zora's domain. Oh boy, Sky's in a sketchy situation, but he gets out. The Zoras were pretty annoying. Yeah, if it's a 32-second lead, that sounds right. I just didn't look at that coming out of Skullwoods. Yeah, it's still 32, isn't it? Yeah, not having beams here for Sky. I didn't see what hit him, but not having beams is annoying because you have to fire rod or just wait for the Bari if it's shocking. That looked scary, but Sky got through. It's always kind of scary if the Pengator walks down and you're dashing through it. Is that gonna work? Whoa! How amazing was that? Sky was able to throw up the bomb and it didn't hit Link. I was afraid. So we do need to hit the switch. There we go. Yeah, good bombable floor for Reynox. No problems at all. I believe. Actually, it didn't see the whole screen, but it didn't look bad. Let's put it that way. All right, spin setup for Reynox. Smart choice. Takes a few dash or pause buffers, but he gets there. Nice penguin lineup for Reynox. Takes his time. No problem at all. Alright, Sky drops into the cold stare fight. Alright, so a little off rhythm for Sky. That's okay. Let's see if he can clean up this fight. Okay. So it's cleaned up, by the way. Cold stares down. The puffs got away from him a bit. But they didn't scatter to the left, so that's good. Okay. Reynox unfortunately missed a shot. So he has to redo the dungeon, unfortunately. I believe he'll go to Swamp Palace. I didn't see the missed shot. What can happen is sometimes you can walk too high. And then the shot goes too high. Let me see here. Yeah, there it is. I see. All right, so this could be a chance for Reynox to change up his strats a bit. I would pause for at least 2 counts. That's at least my strategy. There's different ways to go about this, but I would not hold up through the entire cold stare fight. What I do is I walk up and count to 3 shots. Then I'm standing still for 2 shots. Then I continue walking at 5 as I count forward to 8. So that helps me ensure that I'm not too high up on the screen. Others do it differently. Yeah, I think I'm saying the right numbers. It might be 5 and 8 for me, but I think it's 3 and 5. It feels kind of automatic at this point, so I'm not sure. So, like I said, Reynox will make it up by going to Swamp Palace. He'll have a full magic refill at the end. Oh, yeah, so health is certainly a concern. We're playing a more dangerous Swamp Palace now. It's Swamp Palace, so it's possible to take a bunch of damage, but the enemies don't do much damage per hit. Good point, Ace. Reynox will want to collect more bombs. The good news is he's already done Ice Rod Cave. So that is done. And that's a good option, the bomb before the pot key. Oh, I didn't see Reynox pick up the chest. Yeah, that makes sense. So that is 3. I'm sure he'll have enough for this. He's being very deliberate with his route to make sure he collects enough bombs. This guy goes for a hammer dash, going to the left side. This guy gets the RNG where the Bari makes a upside down U shape, but it doesn't hit him. That particular shape can hit Link once in a while. And hammer dash to the big key chest room. Oh my gosh, the lonely firebar room. Wait, this is sociable firebar. Yeah, it gets a little out of hand for Reynox, but he does take the opportunity to refill hearts, and that's a good room to do it. And if you really want a recovery, another option is restock room. Alright, hook dash room. Okay. Good exit for Sky. And then we have a shocking bar. So Sky slashes 2 times. Oh no! Reynox jumps on top of the Piragusu or whatever you call it. The wall guy. If you jump too quickly, you can get hit by that guy. And normally if oh shoot, oh this is scary. He has to be careful because he has 1/2 heart. Yeah, he went up. It's a suction door, so we can't press up or diagonal up there. But he does get a heart, which is good. Okay, Argus for Sky. Forgot what I was saying, but it doesn't matter. And okay. Sky can take some hits here. Please, 1 cycle? Yes. Almost in a situation where he had a 2nd cycle. Argus goes down. Okay. We have a setup for a 0 cycle. And Reynox has to slash it out. So it gets a good 1 cycle in the end. Now for the fire rod strats. Yeah, per tradition, you go for the fire rod shots and you have no magic. It's happened to me as well. Okay. Looking good for Sky. What is going on in his splits? We are green once again after having troublesome Skullwoods. And yeah, Swamp was no problem. Solid sub 8 Swamp. Okay, so Sky hit the map. He hit X by accident. That is probably because he went for a medallion slash, which is where you have to hit Y and A. Y and B together. We also saw a bird toss for the records. So somehow Sky hit Y, B, and X. Yeah, and about that. So the strat that Sky went for saves 5 frames. So it's unfortunate to go for a strat where you save 5 frames, but instead you lose 3 seconds. Oh, I didn't see whether Reynox went for it. Oh yeah, good point. Holy smoke. I would have gone back to Ice Palace if I were Reynox, but he doesn't have to. Maybe he'll do it after Meyer. Oh no! We hit the splits somehow, so I'm not able to see Reynox's time anymore. That's okay. Oh yeah, the shopping is done for Reynox. Oh no, I wasn't looking at Sky, but I did hear him get hit by a fire snake. That's okay. We are used to taking damage in Spark Gamble. Nice dash out of the floor spike key room for Sky. Some runners opt to walk out of the room. Dashing's good to get the enemies out of the way. Oh my gosh. Reynox also hits a spark. Oh, I don't know if Sky got hit by a spark or a fire snake, actually. Oh, he doesn't go for a hook shot strats. I wonder what it gives. It certainly doesn't matter, because it only saves a second or so. His movement's a bit different than I'm used to seeing, but it works. Okay, spooky action. Did not cover it at all, but Sky does great. Well done. Oh. Okay. Vitreous fight. Sky doesn't clean up the last 2 eyeballs quickly enough for a 0 cycle, but he is able to get a 1 cycle. Okay, spooky action is good for Reynox. Okay, he gets a backup shot. The first shot, I don't know why it didn't work. It's hard for me to catch that in the moment. But regardless, he's able to recognize where to get the second shot hit. That worked. A little bit of a trickier pattern for Reynox. Yeah, nice zero cycle Vitreous. So, Reynox had the far left eyeball RNG. You shouldn't have to adjust for it, but sometimes runners adjust for it to be safe. And that's what Reynox did. And it was all good. Alright, Ice Rod Cave for Darkened Sky. And yeah, he has to dodge a little bit, but it was no problem. Alright. Death Mountain for Darkened Sky. One of the worst screens. In fact, for me, I'd probably call it the worst screen in the game. Oh no! This guy jumps off. That's an unusual error. It was looking so good. Okay, it could be nerves. But basically, Sky recovers. The rest of the bottom of Death Mountain was just fine. And yeah, Reynox is back into Ice Palace now. Oh. I think I saw Reynox getting cut, or getting caught by the diagonal wall in Ice Palace. We can always clear that wall by holding straight up. Ah, Reynox remembers that he doesn't have to get the Bari key. I forgot, and I was wondering what his strats were. Alright, second bomb jump for Reynox. Meanwhile, Sky is on torches. Doesn't get the quick torch position, but gets it on the wave down. Hook's a little bit too late, unfortunately. What's he gonna do? Is he gonna just use iframes? Yes. Good use of iframes to get out of the room after not getting the cycle that he wanted to. Oh, I saw a poke. Yeah, that's not ideal. Yeah, we gotta be careful. Oh no, we took a hit. Okay, I've done that. What happened there was a block fired in 3 directions, but it didn't fire the top shot. And that can happen when you fire too quickly. And Darkened Sky's at 2 hearts, so kind of scary. Cold Stare gets a little out of hand for Reynox. But we have made progress. And Cold Stare's down. Okay, down left RNG. This is quite a scary RNG for having 2 hearts. Sky takes it nice and slow. Well done. Yeah, we are waiting for a fairy drop. Fairy, please. No fairy yet. And we see Darkened Sky slash to the left to hit this crystal switch. I would encourage runners to just hold up right there and just slash up. You'll always hit the switch. You don't have to waste frames going left. All right, there's the fairy for Sky. He gets shot, unfortunately. So he takes another spin to deal with the second pokey. But he's fine. Unfortunately, this segment's not going the way he wants. But he's still alive. Reynox is now approaching Turtle Rock, fluting to Death Mountain. Yeah, I would say that slashing up at the switch is okay. Beams are not. And then we have the Crystal Roller Room. I kind of missed how that went. But in Crystal Roller Room, you need to get slightly closer to the switch if you don't have beams. Okay, block strat for Sky. Nice and safe. And we get a sort of a second try walk. Uh-oh. Reynox misses the first peg. No. All right. So he had to reset the screen. So there we go. We have a try next fight. Okay, we need to watch our magic. Oh my gosh. Uh-oh. Let's be really careful here, Sky. And the second head is down. No magic remaining for Sky. We're trying to lose our mind, but will we? I don't think so. I think we'll finish strong. And so Sky leaves Turtle Rock as Reynox enters it. We have a cutscene for Sky. He's a bit behind PB at this point, unfortunately. But I don't know if it's over. I don't know. Okay. Reynox taking it nice and slow. Not a bad idea, but okay. It gives the chomps more opportunities to chomp. Reynox avoids all damage though, so that's good. And Sky opens Ganon's tower, drops his sword to save on frames, lag frames, and such. Moving down is also helpful. Reynox continuing on, no problems. Now has big key. while Sky is hammering pegs and is entering spike skip room. Sky kind of goes for spike skip, excuse me. But essentially he hooked the spike and just needed to try again. All right, double pokies for Reynox. He uses Fire Rod. Using Discord as Skype skip. That's what I was trying to say. Thank you, Janine. The problem with spike skip is I never get a first try spike skip while I'm saying the word spike skip. It's just that tricky of a strat. All right, so Sky is gonna go for the Mike's arrows, basically, using the safe strat. Entering Ice Armors with 29 arrows. Oh, he goes to the left quite a bit. I'm a little bit surprised by this. But does it work for him? Yes, it does. It's all good. Oh! Sort of the same deal on Reynox's side, using a block for Laser Bridge. Needs to sort of back out a little bit. He does take a hit from a laser, but I'm sure it'll be fine. Dang. I don't think that was optimal, but it looked so safe. Like, it didn't look bad at all. Sky's Mimics one, that is. Nice arrow strat for Spike Floor. Yeah, the mini slash strat. I love that. I actually love it. Oh no! Sky gets stopped in Ganon Ball Z. That's the nice thing about the room. If we ever fall, we can just dash using our iframes to get through the room. It's not a problem to redo the room. I wish hammer jump were that easy. If we fell, we could just walk to the chest. Somehow. Okay, we don't get the diagonal movement that we wanted in G5, but that's okay. Guy has to chase the red Zazik a bit. Oh, look at that. Oh, darn. All right, so Sky did really well to get the first worm. Oh, the second worm didn't agree. Excuse me, the worm on the second cycle. Of course, it starts at the bottom of the screen and then goes down. That's really annoying. So, it's a letdown when you don't get a one cycle landmine 2. That's okay. Onto Wizrobes. Nice Wiz 2. Reynox now entering GT. Both runners skip Torch Key. I imagine both go for Spike Key. Excuse me, Chest Key. Oh, I'm wrong. Right, I knew this. Sky goes for Spike Key. I knew that. That's interesting. Wait. This guy gets both keys. Maybe a rando brain. I'm not sure. I'm not sure why I did that. Alright, we took our time with Moldorm 2, but it's okay. That's gonna bonk. Sky didn't walk down left far enough to initiate that dash. We want to make sure that Link touches the bottom wall before dashing. And then that will allow us to door dash. Okay, Aga 2 fight, one of the hardest fights in the game. Almost a 3-hit phase, or cycle. Nice. We're at, I think, 4 hits. Let's see if we can close it out with a 3 cycle. We can. Nice 3 cycle. Oh no, Ice Armors gets out of hand for Reynox. How's he gonna clean this up? And there's the red one. He's doing well by just standing toward the bottom, firing arrows up. Good backup. At 8 arrows, he's gonna pick up the big key arrows. Now he has 18. All right, so at plus 12, Sky does not have PB potential here. He's got a gold Ganon in his splits. He has to be careful to stay alive here. So now we are beeping. Oh, Reynox jumps from the left side. That's interesting. I haven't seen that before. Wow. And he dashes on the right side with no problem. That was cool. We're dashing. All right. Sure. Okay. Ganon is down for Sky. Meanwhile, Reynox is through Gauntlet. I think, yeah, some of the Gauntlet went a little sketchy, but that's okay. GG's to Sky, finishing with 128, 24 on his timer, 25 in the race room, and Reynox cleans up land mode 2. Wizard Rims for Reynox. He's got 5 HP. He gets heart drops from the bottom Wizrobes. That's kind of annoying whenever we want to farm hearts or something. I don't know if he wants to farm hearts or not, but I find that annoying. Let's see what we do in Laser Wall. He goes up first. Oh, I was debated. I thought he would walk up to that pot because he wanted to pick it up. we must be joined by Sky. Hello, congrats on the win.
Oh, thank you.
So, a lot of up and down in that run.
Oh yeah.
How are you feeling?
I mean, I feel like I mostly played well. I just, I always lose my mind on the Turtle Rock split. I don't know why. It's just everything always goes wrong there.
That's how it goes, yeah.
But I've learned that I should always play when hungry, because I play better, because I want to eat food.
Really?
Yeah. It's interesting.
I was talking about the DoorDash because your post Moldorm 2 room was a little off.
Yeah.
It didn't get the DoorDash. So that made Pops a little hungry as well.
I saw DoorDash in the chat and I was like, man, I'm really hungry. What's for dinner? Oh man, there's so much good food.
There is so much good food.
I love food.
Yeah, I had a BLT for mine.
Oh baby.
The bacon was so good tonight. I don't know why. Anyway, enough of that. Nice Aghanim 2 fight for Reynox. And
good.
So any highlights of the run, Sky?
I mean, I got a pretty big gold in Thieves Town of 1 second. It was a really good split, but other than that, it was pretty run of the mill, I think.
Mm-hmm.
I'm so rusty. There's things I need to relearn, like how to pick up keys in GT is one of them.
Yeah. Yeah, you came out with one too many.
Threw away like 3 hearts to get that key too.
Yeah. It's okay. But, yeah. 1 heart for Reynox. I didn't see how he lost so much health. He does get the corner. Can he hook out of here? Yes, he can.
Uh-oh. Oh, he's good.
Bats are scary. Yeah, they don't go the way he wanted them to go, unfortunately.
Oh, no.
So he'll retry. So yeah, your splits were up and down. I thought it was interesting how your PP has 5 blue balls. You got 4. Reynox also got 5. So you're running both against yourself, who had 5 blue balls, and Reynox, who had 5 as well.
That's really good.
So, were you aware of how your opponent's run went?
I was keeping an eye at running out of magic to cold stare is always a feels bad moment. I almost did it this race.
Okay. Why did you almost run out?
I walked too far up, or I missed my Y press, and then I walked up, and I almost repressed Y when I was above cold stare.
Oh, that's right. That's right.
I had to turn down and hit him with the last one.
Okay. Yeah. Right.
It was pretty spooky.
And then so your spin, it looked like your spin hit cold stare too far to the left. For a single poke. Do you go for a double poke?
I'm not good enough at my dash pokes in that fight to do it. I don't know what it is. Like, I can get every dash poke in Tower of Hera basement, but then I can't get one on cold stare.
Right. And they are different just because you need to wait an additional frame for every sprite.
Oh. Is that
so
why?
That's 2 extra frames you need to wait. Yeah.
Interesting. I'll have to look at that. But yeah, I always just do the 1 spin and then a bunch of slashes. Just have to walk left to dodge the ice drop.
And Ganon goes down for Reynox, so GG's. GG's to Reynox. Yeah, you might want to look at holding A little bit longer for the dash poke. Another thing you can do, I haven't really applied this, but there's a menu you can use there that ensures that your sword stays out, even on a poke. So if you were to menu to mirror at the point, something you could try.
Yeah, definitely.
So, any other thoughts on this run?
I don't really know from me currently.
We are joined by Reynox, GG on the run.
Hey, good evening. GG Sky.
GG.
And too bad about that cold stare death, or magic, that is, but you dealt with swamp pretty well. It became kind of a scary swamp, but you got through it.
Yeah, well, you start with only 6 heart. It's a little scary.
Yeah.
I also tried to use magic on Argus. I was like, nope, that's why we're here.
Yeah, I always do that. So you're not alone. Other thoughts about the run? What were some highlights for you?
Seemed
like Eastern was good, right?
Yeah, Eastern was good. I did a gold on that. I'm glad I practiced the first Igor. Figure out to do that quickly.
That's good.
And was just... Yeah, the back of Eastern was pretty neat. And then... Oh, I practiced a lot of hammer jump. And I think I did great on that. Also, conveyor belt on Ice Palace. It was the first time I tried the dash. And I did it twice, actually.
Oh, that's awesome. I missed that. Yeah, that feels good when you get that down. It's a nice time save.
So yeah, too bad for that. Coaster, a little disaster, but...
I was just telling Checks that I almost did the same exact thing, so it could have turned out very differently.
that would have been a close race. Both of us scrambling for magic.
Yeah. There was a lot of things that could have equalized it, because then I came really close to dying in Turtle Rock as well, and couldn't get my fairy drop until double pokies. So that also would have made it much closer.
Yeah. And other thoughts about the run, Reynox?
Can someone help me for Primal chest? I don't know how to do that.
Okay.
That's it.
I didn't see how that went. You went for the chest key, right?
It went terribly, yes.
Yeah, there's a short video that Fox made that will be helpful, probably. He talks about the timing for picking up the pot and using the hook shot. And those are the only the two things you have to think about.
All right, I see.
Yeah. So check that out. Nice runs from both of you, despite issues here and there. So Sky, looks like you can PB soon.
It's imminent. I've had that 128.07 for so long, and there's so much crap in the PB that if I just really grind out Turtle Rock and GT, then I'll get it for free.
Yeah,
I go for it.
And Reynox, your recent PB, was that in a qualifier or was that before qualifiers?
It was a qualifier, yes.
Oh, okay.
The 130
Nice.
10.
GG.
Okay. I was slightly confused because, oh, I saw a 130.09 somewhere. I don't remember where that was.
Oh, actually, that's the same. I submitted that 130 10, but after verification, they gave me the 09.
Yeah, that's what it was. Okay, cool. That's a common trend. Yeah, we always double check when people submit, just to see what their exact time was. So there you go. Any thoughts going forward into week 2?
I should play the game more.
Same.
I didn't play between the last qualifier and now. I did like 20 minutes of practice before the run, and that was it.
Fair. For this season, I enjoyed qualifiers quite a bit, trying to de-rust and go for some of my best times. So I'll probably take it easy during the brackets as well, but we'll see. Yeah, thank you both. It was fun to watch, and looking forward to your next races.
Thank you. Thanks for commentating, and Pops for the restream.
Hey, no problem. Thanks, comms, checks, and yeah, congrats on your win, Sky, and GG, Ray. We're gonna send a raid out to another Minty, Saint Spawn. She's in a different bracket, I believe. Looks like she's going to be firing up another run after a quick break. So I hope you guys have a great night. And there's several more restreams coming up and lots of races. So we hope to see you back soon. Thank you guys. Later.